Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A reminder to President Ruto and Deputy RIGATHI Gachagwa's administration: corruption is real. Whether denied or ignored, high level of corruption in Kenya is indeed the proverbial elephant in the room. According to my opinion, this is something that is urgent reminder to the new administration for two reasons that I have realized. First, there was little mention of the war on corruption in President William Ruto's inauguration address on Tuesday. Secondly, there have been sustained attacks on state institutions by Deputy President RIGATHI Gachagua. My opinion this morning is that a pertinent reminder to newly installed Kenya Kwanza government that high-level corruption in Kenya is real. It is not fiction, it is not politics, it is not a lie, it is a fact. Whether denied or ignored, high level of corruption in Kenya is indeed proverbial elephant in the room. According to my opinion, as I said, that this is an urgent reminder to a new administration for two reasons. First, there was, according to my opinion, there was nothing conversation in terms to what we say corruption. In terms to what we know about the Kenya Kwanza's government, they are taking like this issue of corruption is as simple as that. When I was watching RIGATHI Gachagua, even yesterday, when he met the governors in Mombasa County, there have been sustained attacks on a state institution by Deputy RIGATHI Gachagua, who yesterday he directed his latest fire at the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, that is DCI. In fact, the new deputy president, who has also sustained a narrative of being a victim of persecution of state agencies, moved to the absolve county governments of wrongdoings, claiming that it is instead the investigators at fault. And that is according to RIGATHI Gachagua. Then, he suggested how governors suspected of corruptions should be handled by investigators. Two things that suggested by the deputy president, that is RIGATHI Gachagua, is that we should be found disturbing. Yes, first, the hint of preferential treatment of governors or senior political leaders suspected of corruption and disturbing issues is the suggestion that government offices should be out of bounds for corruption investigators. Imagine. And that is whatever RIGATHI Gachagua is suggesting. But according to what I want to bring on board to the Deputy President RIGATHI Gachagua and the new administration should be drawn to a few undeniable facts. That is according to my opinion. First, government offices have previously been abused and have been indeed, for example, have been been investigated in terms to these issues of corruption. Then when it comes to transactions worthy the attention of crime and corruption investigators, it seems that these leaders, they don't want to be investigated as per what RIGATHI is saying. And in fact, RIGATHI Gachagua has come out to defend them. Nearly all high-level corruption cases, whether gold bag or Anglo leasing, Afia House or NYS scandals had traces to physical addresses that happened to the government offices. Was there any serious issue in terms to these people who were involved in this issue of Golden Bag, Anglo Leasing, Afia House or NYS scandals? Nothing, and no one is talking about. And in fact, those who were involving themselves in these issues, for example, a Golden Bag, where no one came out to clarify to Kenyans. When it comes to Anglo Leasing, no one has come out to clarify. When it comes to Afia House scandal, no one has come out to clarify for us. When it comes to NYS, that regime of Anway Group, no one has come to tell us the truth. So, that is whatever has been happening when it comes to the government offices. On the deputies regarding assurance to the governors, as a reminder, is pertinent that official reports from different state agencies have been highlighted. For example, cases of rampant corruption in counties. Yes, and I want to say that in terms to certain governors that involve themselves in corruption, some of them, they are still in the government. Some of them, they have been re-elected. Then it means that records of Ethic and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, for example, show that there are several governors who have been active, have active cases in court relating to economic crimes, yes, or asset recovery. People like the former governor of Kiambu, Waititu, yes, I think there was an order to recover certain properties that Waititu took certain public resources and to fund those personal properties. It is also well known that some of files in the wait at the Directorate of Public Prosecution, that DPP, where some other cases are under investigations. The bottom line is that there is corruption at both levels of government, and there are suspects for each case. In the run-up to the election, I think the EACC submitted to the IEBC a list of 241 aspirants. Do you remember? 241 aspirants for public office with integrity-related cases. Though the submission counted for little in the end, it remains a reminder of the situation on the ground. So whether denied or ignored, officially corruption remains the elephant in Kenya's government room. But in terms to what we look forward to do is just to praise these leaders. Rigathi Gachagua has come out to defend governors that involve themselves in corruption. Rigathi Gachagua is not coming out to deal with this issue of corruption. Rigathi himself was found with issues of corruption, was found with issues of, for example, his companies having tenders, but has not delivered what they were paid for. So I want to ask a simple question. Is this something that is real? Are you sure that this government is going to deliver? Yet, the second in command has been accused with several cases of corruption. The first one, William Ruto, I want to say, I don't have any evidence, but there was a lot of claims of corruption. There are several of them that they have been elected. They have been taken to the office, again serving Kenyans at different capacities. I want to ask Kenyans, who is having problem? Who is having problem? Is it a common mwananchi or a leader? It means that we as Kenyans, we take a mandate to elect the same people that are involved in corruption, yet we are celebrating them, like Rigathi Gachagua yesterday in Mombasa, telling people and telling these independent institutions that should be dealing with this issue of corruption, how to deal with these governors that have been found guilty with corruption. Surely, this is how the Kenyan government is going to be conducted? Is this how new administration is going to handle these issues of corruption? So it means that these leaders are going to squander the public resources, knowing that the deputy president and the president are going to protect them. What are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of the great support. If you are a visitor, please do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. Bye bye till you meet on another video.